Good afternoon again, Countdown Pearls. We are here once again with another precious, precious pearl, Mr. Ephraim Lafleur, and we call him Junior. That's what everybody knows him as, Junior. And so we are so privileged to have him here with us this afternoon. And so, Junior, we just want to ask you some questions about the good old days growing up here in Andros. Tell us about your family, tell us about how it was growing up, and then particularly around this time, Easter time, what are some of the special things that you all used to do? And then we're going to compare it to the good old days and what's actually happening now. So just tell us who you are, what you're all about, and we'll take it from there.
Okay, my name is Ephraim Lafleur, and I was the oldest son. And after I could go from generation to generation.
That's fine. You may have to come a little
When
you have to come a little closer.
Living in Eleuthera, I was the oldest one. And we used to go to Cove in Eleuthera to ride the bicycle. I on the bicycle, and we go there about around 9 o'clock. We began service at the church.
Was it Church of God of Prophecy?
Prophecy. It was just forming. Forming to be what it is. That we have special place to go in our church. But after a while, when we get organized, there was a man working at the site in James Seston. Where the site is, in every site. And God bless him, he bought a coming there, and he was to go mission too. And his name was Brother Ray. And he used to go from Eleuthera, from the Cove, from James Seston, from the Cove to Palmetto Point, up to Roxanne. He goes on mission. And at the end of that, we come to a close that he had to left. And then afterwards, we stayed in the church where where I was born.
So how did you get to Andros?
And after St. Nine, that the old man, years ago, another time, when he get to the place and knowing that he gets so spiritual in the gospel. Many nights he said, the Lord show him in a vision that he must return back into Andros to bring the wake up in him. When we come in Andros, we come in on the Sunday morning. I can't forget. On the Lady Dundas. The boat. That's a mail boat. And you have to come on the little boat to come in to get to shore.
Wow.
They land you from there on the shore.
So your father, you, who else came?
Well, the whole family.
The whole family.
All our children. Half of Ephraim the 4 children were born, and that should be me, Evelyn, Samuel. When we come here, Oral was the baby. Oral was the baby. So afterwards, we began to come in after we come to Linwood Church. There wasn't no church here yet.
Oh, wow.
There wasn't no church yet.
So your father founded the church?
The church founded on the Ephraim Lafleur.
Wow.
We started, and then before then, when we come here, my grandfather used to keep the church in his house, in the big yard where the Baptist church is. That's where the church found where they performed in there. When my auntie began to come on mission.
So how did y'all get here? Right here where we are. Well, no, it would have been next door. How did you get?
Well, how did we get here? Down where we are. Afterwards, Bishop Cooper come and start. He was our overseer. And Bishop Cooper said, Ephraim, we're going to get a church soon. And when he got the church performed, it was from location where they cut, where they make the wood, the what to go into Nassau to sell, like,
Okay, like the
tuber
vineyard.
farm, right? But that's where the church was found on the Ephraim Lafleur. They're built by his comment. That's why I said our family, the Lafleur family. It's the head of
It's the foundation of the Church of God.
The foundation of the
Church
church.
of God of Prophecy.
And I'm the oldest one.
Wow, that's some rich history.
You see.
That's a heavy, heavy legacy that
And
you carry.
like I said, I thank God for the oldest one. Now he's spared my life. The old man died when he was in the 70s. The old man died when Bishop Cooper was the overseer. And when he died, they had the Bahama Brass Band, they had Bishop Moss. He was the national overseer. And when they come down here, they had the funeral. But otherwise from that, the foundation of the Church of God of Prophecy is under Ephraim Lafleur in Northern.
Well, tell me, how did that, the church that was there, but they pushed down, how did that get started?
Well, afterwards, Mother Pratt the family began to grow. The church began to grow. So afterwards, after that, Papa began to help work on the church before he died. Before Papa died, the church was this was building that. This end, according to my information, what I know, they from the floor helped with this, the old building over there.
Wow.
When we come here, the old man started a little church with a generator from Nicholas-Town called a Cuban from Alexander. He bought it from him to have electric light. And when the church began, you could have Breezy Hill people.
You hear about Breezy Hill a lot today.
Yeah, Breezy Hill people.
Used to come up on the
We
boat
used to
come
know.
church.
They stay right on the bay. And they hear the message.
Oh, wow.
They tell like when like how you know when they began that we had a mic a mic. In other words, those mic was on the house top. We had those around the church. And when church began, they understand when the old man started preaching, another preacher, they right to listening. They had to cheer. They had to leave in a little church over there and breathe here. And so when they church, before they church, when they church out there, they listen to us.
Wow.
So that, to me, that brings my father, knowing that he was a man of God, and I regret it because he was working in Luther. He was the boss man to Mr. Albury. When Mr. Albury left to go off to a vacation, he ran the whole plantation.
Wow.
And that's where the Lord speak to him one night, couple of nights, Papa there, Stephen Papa wake up. He said, Olive, we have to go to Andres. Mama said, no, I'm not going to Andres.
You gotta listen to the Spirit of the Lord, because she had to come.
Yeah, but afterwards, it tiring, that she said, well, if we got to go, we got to go.
When you look at where you came from, when you talk about starting in the Lafleur, and then you came into Andres, and you started the church there, and then you started over here, and now the church is here today. When you look at how you came from all of those years and look at the church today, what do you see the difference is?
Well, the church is a little bit different because generation it's changed. Pastors change, and when Mother Pratt, when she take over, and that was the only one. Could have been next, Brother Roy Riley. He took it. And after Brother Roy take it, then Mother Pratt come and join the church. The house is right there, under the tree. That's where not the, where the her daughter, his daughter lived, and Mother House. And when I think about Mother House, she was in the Baptist church.
Oh, Mother was in the Baptist. Mm-hmm.
And Mother Pratt was the assistant pastor for Pastor Strong.
Oh, wow.
And after the old man died, Mr. Johnson, and after the Lord worked on the old man, and she get the Spirit give her a different thing, she began to pray. And when the Lord showed her the way of, you have to leave, come this way, she prayed that God showed, and God did show her. Mm-hmm. She have to leave Baptist. But they didn't leave together because we all was in one home. Pastor Strong, when we run it, she go worship or we go there. But we don't worship like that no more. We just trying to get it together, but the Baptists out there, and we were one.
Wow. Well, thank God for obedience.
That's right.
Because your father was obedient, he got the answers.
Right.
And thank God Mother Pratt was obedient, and because of that, we are all here today.
Yeah.
What do you see happening in the church now? What's the difference between what you see going on in the church now? You think the Spirit of the Lord moves like it used to? You think the services are the way that it used to be? What do you think what's the difference?
Well, I would say, to be honest, I would say that Pastor Nat, it turned over to him. Mm-hmm. And since I was in here, I see a little bit, when he comes, he's trying his best. Mm-hmm. He's moving up. Mm-hmm. But that's right to the public. Pastor Nat get some things to go in. You got some people in here only talk, but they don't do.
On the work. The work requires
haste.
All haste and all hands on deck. Work the Bible tells you work while it's still day.
For the night is coming.
The night is definitely
coming.
And
because the night is coming, you wait, you might not get it done.
Exactly. And you can't do it alone.
No. And afterwards, Mother Pratt died. She died, and then at the end of the day, she didn't leave, none say what ain't done. It's her. Along with us, move from over there and bring us here.
And now we have the peace in the back there, and one day, by God's grace, that will be finished, and things will improve. His mother had a vision, and so Lord gave her that vision for that.
That's right. That's what we need to work on. Mm-hmm. She started.
Yes.
And it ain't start with one, just start with to go around and put the roof on and go around, and that's why I say Conch had the best pastors in prophecy in the family island.
Mm-hmm. They had structure.
Yes, and see, it began from headquarters. That's the beginning. And it began there, and God sent who He wanted to do, and you see how He take them all away.
But He left you here.
But He left me and Pastor Nat. So I cannot say anything about it, because I, as one, will stay here until the day God called me home. And see, one thing, I'll be honest, I cannot read.
You could pray though.
But I could pray, and they're different from that. I always tell people, my father began with me in the house of God. I was the one who used to get up in the morning, ride the bicycle with a bar across it. Mm-hmm. We began, that's how we used to go to Cove. But that bar across it, one time I was going, Mama said, no, Ephraim, you gotta fix that. That is too far for him to ride with that bar and not knowing that. I used to do that until she said, Ephraim, fix that, please, because that could cost him to get bar. The more he grow, the more that make him sick, because it's not the bicycle, it's a different. So at the end of the day, the Church of God of Prophecy and Andrews come from far back there.
You think it was better then, or is it better now?
It's better now. because it prove a lot better.
What do you think we could do to make it even better?
For us to make this do better, we have to work together with the pastor. And then we got to see, what we got to do is hold him up. Don't keep him down.
Yeah, and have pure hands.
And a pure heart towards him. I could say with a shout of doubt, when you see prayer time for us to have arrived when we are on the road, me and my wife, 7 o'clock, sometimes we come here, 7 o'clock, nobody. 2 p.m. and wife for 100, Alma and others. But it's that, and the youths of the church,
and they need to come because
and
they
they will need to come.
That's the future generation. Who's going to take on?
That's what the Bible says.
Yes, sir.
Young, it began from the generation.
Young man, we call you
because you're strong.
Yes.
Now, if Pastor not believe us, to be honest, I see no one else to come here.
And it'll be sad for them to have to send
it will be sad to say the National was here, they say,
send
somebody from Nassau to be our pastor. I don't want it.
Because it won't be the same.
It won't be. Because see, what happened today, we don't have the people in the Family Islands know but the body of Christ. But they don't understand. Because I went to Luther. Bishop Pinder built a church in Luther. Him, Ephraim Lafleur and Carol Lafleur. His children, my daddy children, us, Bishop Pinder children, we throw rock in the foundation.
Wow. Is that church still there?
And that church is not there.
It's not there.
The new one, what they build now, what is standing there. My father and his children, we used to throw rock in there too.
Wow.
That began with us.
There's a lot of rich history that very interesting that I didn't know. Before we end, is there anything special that you would like to say? Is there any advice that you would like to leave, particularly for the young people?
Well, I would say this under God's word. The Bible said, young man, I call you because you're strong. Old man, you know the way. If our pastor would fail us, and God see fit to call him home at any time. I don't know if it, like I say, I'm in the headquarters. I'm not the overseer for Andra, or I don't know. But the main point I'm saying is us to keep this here, what we are under the roof of, for a memorial. I would like to see us plan a memorial out in front there and make it for how the church will put that down, how it come from, where it come from, and how it come.
That'll be good.
Mother Ephraim Lafleur, Mother Pratt, and Roy Riley.
Well, make the suggestion. They may do it.
We can put a memorial there at the say this where the church came from. And that's the one way I think we'll get the ground of the church. And the youths of this church, the members of the church, who are old, who know, but there ain't much of them, you know. I'm the oldest one. I am the oldest one. And I know where prophecy come from. I was born in prophecy.
And you can die in
and I can die in prophecy. So, by the grace of God,
yes, sir.
I pray that whatever I said under this roof today, I'm glad you put it to me because do it for me because people don't understand. I don't want to be no pastor. I cannot.
Did you have a role? Everybody have a part to play.
But I have my role.
Yes.
I'm a minister.
Yes, everybody have a role to play.
So that's why I can't do nothing but work with my pastor. And pastor not is I can't that deep water. But as you asking me the question, they will hear it. Me and Pastor Natwar used to go to church in Nassau, Augusta Street, Meadow Street, and one time we go on there, but the weather was very, very bad. Very bad. And we get out church that night, we going home. Some members used to give us clothes, to give us certain things. We take that, and we walking out there. And we look, we hear this thing coming. That was Bumpy. Watkins.
The police.
Watkins, the police inspector. He come in the motorbike. Where you all going? We said we come from church. We go into church. And that man, the vessel was out there, downtown, this way out the way that's the way you move to go up the Spotter's Peak. And the weather come down, so Daddy say, we got to move from here and we got to go up Spotter's Peak because you can't be here. They want us to move and we go on. But this was on a Sunday night. I cannot forget it. When we go on, I mean the wind blowing, the sea ducking and everything. And you know what we did? In the house of God. I got the recorded. When we look, Watkins come with us. We get the bag in the hand with the clothes trying to get board. And he take the thing from us. And you know what they got to do? They got to jump overboard to get onto the vessel.
Why he took the clothes?
I don't know.
Wicked.
I don't know. And God bless him, he do that. And I can't forget Deacon Daddy, we would sell the Conch and stuff. So we tell Daddy what happened to us. We say, Daddy, the same man, police, take our clothes from us. We was going to, people give us that. Oh my God, I tell you. And when he come, he say, take it and tell me must jump overboard now. Go. If not, you'll be locked up.
Wicked. But I know he suffered for that.
He suffered for it.
He suffered for that.
He suffered. Me and Nat, and Bill, I know Bill, I believe Bill was still too, Uncle Bill. Detroit, coming from church. And all these things you hear me talking about, I do this. The Church of God is, that I can't understand. I don't believe in nothing else. I believe in the Word of God. And there are churches around us, but they're not to me like this. They're not to me like the Church of God. It's the real gospel.
Well, in closing, but they always say if we all work together, we'll get the work done. So thank you so much. You gave us some rich history today. And once this whole production is put together, you'll get a copy of it. So you'll see what you said. We also interviewed Tinkin. We interviewed Rosa. We had Henny, Derek. And so we have Uncle Nat and one or two others. So we're putting it all together so that the younger people could see what Conch Sound used to be. We also did Prince Mackey. So thank you again for your time. God bless.